These were the views expressed in Parliament on economic management in the country.
The country has an economy with a trend of looting. The group involved in pumping and dumping between 2010 and 2014 are managing the country's dollars. Cabral had posted a tweet on repaying a 500 million debt recently and made it a huge celebration. 175 of the bonds worth 500 million is held by one person. It is Cabral's pumping and dumping team that is managing the dollars in the country. As they were afraid that they won't be able to repay a sovereign bond, they sold bonds at less than 50% of the value in the secondary market, just as what happened to the Greek bonds. Those were purchased by Cabral's gang, whose name have appeared on the central bank audit reports. Therefore, I wish to state that the economy hasn't collapsed because of COVID-19. How did countries like the Maldives and Bangladesh overcome their economic problems? Our country is facing a downfall due to poor economic management.
We have never called off our discussions with any institution. As member of the IMF, Sri Lanka has received its support during times of crisis. We have taken steps to obtain the funds issued by the World Bank as well. Japan, India and China are providing us financial support. If both sides agree that we have to uplift the country's economy, trust is important.
In the next 6 years, we will have to repay a debt of about $6 billion every year. The problem is with the economy. Now there is $1 billion ISB repayment coming up. In February, the finance minister must inform this house on what steps would be taken regarding that. I saw Minister Dallas saying that this matter must be discussed with the IMF. We expect a response from the finance minister in February on whether they are going to the IMF or whether they will go for an alternative that we can accept.
Don't try to cover up your shame by highlighting what happened during the pandemic over the last 2 years. Not a single word was spoken of the $500 million sovereign bond repayment. The value of that was never discussed. Its impact on our ratings was never discussed. Just imagine the level up to which our ratings would drop if we don't repay the sovereign bond. How many difficulties would we face if we are downgraded even further?
We must find out who holds the international sovereign bonds. Why are they paying it in a hurry? They are paying this using our gold reserves. They are not paying attention to food and medicine. We need answers to how this crisis can be resolved. We have been pushed to the wall. That is why they sold Yugadanavi for $500 million. There is no point of boasting about things. The people don't have food. A grand event was held to open the expressway. The government is acting like a peacock. There is no food, but they are spreading their feathers and putting up a show. They say they are building ports, the East and West Container Terminal, in 3 years. However, the true situation has been exposed.
Thank you.